Well, guys, I don't remember if I told you guys in one of my past videos, because I erased a few of them. But in one of the past videos, I think I told you guys that I don't want to call it psychic or clairvoyant. I'm one of those people that I dream of stuff that comes true in reality. A lot of it has to do with myself, actually. I'm a little far from that smile right now. Yeah, a lot of the stuff that I dream of benefits myself. It's like I dreamed of my father dying. It's usually like 3 weeks ahead of time. I dreamed of him dying about 3 weeks before he had his massive brain aneurysm. I dreamed of somebody warning me about my wife dying. Now I don't know what's going to happen with her. You know, she's in bed constantly, 24/7. Last night I had a dream. I could have swore I heard someone calling me in my sleep. I still don't understand that. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I have pretty serious depression, guys. I don't know. I don't. You know, I like guns, man, but I don't want to own a gun. I'm afraid I'll use the gun on myself someday. I mean, I think I'm too much of a. I don't want to say coward, but you know, I've seen pictures of people that shot themselves in their head, and it's not a pretty sight, guys. You don't want to do that. You know, man, I learned one thing about life. It does matter for you to die from natural causes. You know, it's see, I believe in everything's tied together in the entire universe. I believe in what's called the God math. There's actually a math where you can actually predict the way a leaf is going to blow. It's actually a math that's undiscovered that would actually predict anything that'll happen. The government knows about that, but it's really hard to. It's almost impossible for a human being to figure it out. And I believe that. I believe you can actually predict what's going to happen in advance with mathematics. I mean, you just think of it. You can predict where the planets are going to be by math. So everything else is going to be the same. Everything else is like that too. Right now, whatever's going on with my wife, man, it's bad. It's not good. It's bad. I don't know if anything's going to even ever be like it was before. You know, and I should be happy. You know, I have a house, brick house, nice motorcycle, healthy so far, nice job, a little bit of money in the bank. It's hey, I just found out I owed $214 to the IRS. Gets better every year, don't it? Yeah, it gets better every year, man. I just owed them. I just paid them, gave them $214 to the good old United States government. You know, they say this country here, we're free. You know, there's so many freedoms in this country. Free to do what? Free to do what? You're guilty before proven innocent. You're free to go to work and pay your bills. That's all you're free to do. It's, you know, at one time, the United States was like that. It was better here than in other places. But you know what? I hate to tell you, it ain't like that no more. Now, there is places in the world that are better than here. One of them is Europe. You know, Germany is actually, in my opinion, ahead of the United States of America. It really is. You know, in Germany, they have Oktoberfest. You know, you can't do that here in the United States without riots and fights. You know, you can't do that here. Have you guys ever seen street riots in Japan where people are burning down buildings and looting buildings? You know, when a massive earthquake hits Japan, you don't see people raiding Walmart and raiding stores. But that happens here, they do that here. You know, if I was to hit the Powerball, I would probably leave the United States. I wouldn't stay here. I would not stay here. I'd probably go, I don't know where I'd go. Maybe Monaco. Maybe Germany. Maybe even Italy. You know, but there's just too much bull crap in this country anymore, guys. Too much bull crap. You know, the one thing this country has is food. And a lot of it. That's why almost every single American is overweight, including myself. You know, here you actually fight every day not to eat. Where in other countries they fight every day to eat. But anyway, that seat come out, the seat's actually holding up my camera right now. The seat come out pretty good. Yeah, it's good enough for what I want it for. Now what I'm going to try to do is the part where the bracket on the OEM seat goes under on the frame. I'm going to try to weld a bolt on the top of that way, because right now I have a bolt underneath that hole, and that's what holds in my my solo seat bracket. So I'm going to try to weld the bolt on top of the hole, that way I could just screw it in, and it'll be a quick release basically. But you know, the OEM seat is more comfortable, but it's not as cool looking, guys, and that's what I'm for. I'm not for comfort, man. I don't care about comfort. I care about coolness and looks. So the next step on that big dog is a horn. I got to try to work the damn horn out, and then I got to figure out how the relay goes on the horn. The reason why you need a relay is so then the current won't burn the button out. You know, because those buttons are like $150, and there's only the circuit's not really strong in that button, so that's why you need a relay. That way the current's not gonna burn the current that the button carries won't burn the circuitry in the button out in the handlebar in your hand grip. That's why you need a relay. Yeah, I mean, possibly a fuse might work. See, but what a relay will do, if the current gets too much, the relay will kick it off, and then it'll kick it back on once the current goes down. You know, and about moving to Florida, I couldn't buy something right now down there, guys. But the way my wife is, man, she can't be moved right now. She's in bed 24 hours a day. She's not doing too good. I don't know what's going to happen. You know, I never in my wildest dreams thought that I was going to have to face something like this so soon. She's literally in bed 24 hours a day. Literally. You know, I don't know what I'm gonna do, guys. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do, man. You know, I'm just. I mean, this is like a freaking nightmare. This is like a goddamn nightmare, man. You know, it's just like a nightmare come true. You know, I want to give you guys decent content, but you know, right now, man, it's like 12 degrees above zero outside. You know, it's for you guys that use a Celsius, it's pretty damn cold out. You know, it's like what the hell is 12 degrees Celsius? I think it's something like, I don't know, maybe minus 20, minus 10, something like that, minus 15 Celsius. Now, if I move down to Florida, I'm going to rent, or I'm not going to rent, I'll rent the land, but I'm going to buy a mobile home. And it's going to probably be in a senior mobile home park, like a 55 plus mobile home park. You know, then what you do is you rent the land. You own the mobile home, but you don't own the land. You have to pay rent on the land, and there's a lot of restrictions of what you can do. So that's why I got to look into it. And if they don't mind me having like a dog and a loud motorcycle, I'll move down there with no job, no nothing. You know. And that's not cool. That's not a very smart thing to do. You know, to move. I'm in Pennsylvania right now. If I was to move down to Florida with no job down there, I have no family down there, no friends down there. You know, I would basically, I'm moving down there with no future. That's not a very smart thing to do. But see, there's only one way that you can make things change, and that's to just do it. If you wait for it to change, man, it's never gonna happen. It ain't never gonna happen. You know, if you want something to change, man, if you want something to happen, you gotta just do it. But otherwise, it'll never happen. And I only got one shot at this. My next chance actually to move will be 14 years from now, when I'm in my 70s. And that's an if. So if my wife survives this, I'm going to move down. I'm going to try to move down to Florida. Because, you know, man, guys, let me tell you something about living around here, man. It's these people around here, these people in Western Pennsylvania are psychotic. I'm not shitting you. They are freaking-cotic. This area breeds psychopaths. I'm surprised that there's not more mass shootings around here. I mean, these people, man, the mornings are horrible around here. They're so crazy. The way people drive, they're so freaking crazy. I've never seen nothing like it before in everywhere I've been. They are just totally insane the way they drive around here. Every single driver tailgates. Every single driver tailgates the car in front of them. I'm not shitting you. The reason why they do this is because there's no law. There's no police around. The police don't give a shit. The police tailgate themselves. They tailgate too. Everybody around here goes at least 20 miles an hour above the speed limit. What they do around here, well, you know, almost everyone in the world now has an SUV. And they're all all-wheel drive. They all have like 400 or 500 horsepower, some more, four-wheel disc brakes. So you got incredible acceleration and incredible braking power, all-wheel drive, so you can corner good, so why not speed? And what they do here is they literally use the vehicle, they go as fast as they can on the roads for what the vehicle can hold on the road. So they push the vehicle to its extremes on the roads around here. You know, and they don't give a crap if it's hilly. You know, well, everything around here is hilly. You're either going up or down a hill here. I know a mechanic. In the back of his garage is where he dumps all his excessive parts. There was a pile of brake rotors in the back of his building. A mound of brake rotors 10 feet high by maybe 15 feet in diameter. All used brake rotors. That's how much you go. That's like on my SUV now, I need 4 rotors and brakes all the way around. That's like every 2 years you got to replace the brakes and brake rotors. Sometime you got to replace the brakes here once every year. But yeah, seriously, guys, it's so crazy here, man. You know, and that's why I want to get away from here, because it's just totally insane here. And the younger generation here, they're even more horrible than the older generation. The younger generation, they have no humane concerns for anybody. They have absolutely no humane concerns about their fellow man whatsoever. Here they hit and run. There's a lot of hit and runs here. And there's a lot of people here that get hit by a car or a vehicle and they don't stop. That's how bad it is here. It's actually worse here than in the bigger cities like Chicago and New York. And that's because there's no law here. The law enforcement agencies here don't give a shit. We pay. I mean, we have police here. We pay taxes for the police, but police are nowhere to be found. They just don't give a shit. So I'm trying to form a motorcycle club for choppers of more than 600 cc here in the western Pennsylvania area. I'm not going to accept anybody that has anything but a chopper with 600 cc. Can be any make, but it has to be 600 cc or more. I'm trying to form something like that. So, okay, guys, under 18 minutes. I'll see you later.